Brockman, get in here.
Real quick, Mina, big picture, every year there's 4, 5, 6 new playoff teams. But if you look at the 14 from last year, you kind of say, yes, I think they're all going to make it again. Who among the 14 from last year do you have the biggest concern about?
The 4 teams
The
last
14
year.
The 14 that made the playoffs last year.
Sorry.
I mean, every year there is turnover, so inevitably 4 or 5 of them are not going to make it. Like, who are those teams, you think?
You want me to list them?
Yeah, why don't you list them? I have one in mind.
Okay, here we go. Last year, Philly, Tampa, Rams, Lions, Packers, Cowboys, Niners. That's your NFC.
Yeah. I'll do one. I mean, I'll say the Bucks come to mind for me in the NFC, just because that division was obviously so close because it was so bad until the end. And I think, there's reason to believe that the Falcons, obviously the reason being that they have a quarterback now, Kirk Cousins, the Falcons could give them a run for their money this year. I will say though, I still think that, like anybody could probably win the NFC South, and I wouldn't be surprised. And then on the AFC side,
Ravens, Bills. We'll do it in order. Ravens, Bills, Chiefs, Texans, Browns, Dolphins, Steelers.
I feel like the Steelers are the easy answer. It's probably the obvious one given the uncertainty at the quarterback position. The Browns are interesting to me, Andrew, because they had such an incredible defense. Obviously, it's 1 or 2, depending on how you rank them in the Ravens. And it is typically hard for great defense to repeat year to year. Yeah. But I do think that if any defense can do it, it is probably this one. We just talked about them on my podcast, Me and Kyle Show, featuring Lenny, previewing the AFC North this week. Because one, they're unbelievably deep at every level, frankly, and you saw that depth get experienced last year. So a guy like Grant Delpit going out of the lineup, I thought was so amazing for them. And I have such high hopes for this year. Then you have these young safeties stepping up, and suddenly now you're incredibly deep and stacked at safety. And I think they're going to learn from the lessons of the playoff loss, and that defenses could be just as good this season.
Yeah, I hope so as well. I also hope that the injuries that are mounting on the defensive and actually offensive side of the ball as well are just camp things that they can get through and they can get healthy to week 1. As we were saying before you came on, really you're at the point of the season, the preseason and camp now, where it's let's just get to week 1 healthy, and the Rams certainly are like that with the injury to Puka, which is not serious. He'd be probably, if there was a playoff game tomorrow, he could play, I'm guessing. And the Rams O-line, which is a major issue with their 3 starters out right now with injuries.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.